Okay, welcome everybody. My name is Raj Misa. Again, we take care of content marketing stuff at Eeva IP IT Services or Eeva Patent Services. And today I have Vinay Garu with us. I should be saying that I'm very delighted to introduce our speaker for the day, Sri Vinay Kumar Tiruvaipeta. He's a seasoned security expert from FI Networks. He has got rich experience in the AI domains, mainly in the world of cyber security and also data protection and digital transformation. So he has got quite deep insights, which he's going to share with us. He has got a rich experience of decades. Um, so for all the participants who joined in, uh, just put in about how excited you are in the chats, or let us know which location you are tuning in from. And Vinay Garu has got uh, deep insights on AI and how it's shaping the future in the corporate sector. We'll specifically speak on IP protection and management. That'll give us a powerful perspective on how the emerging technologies are changing the current landscape. So the invisible AI, which we all know is in our offices. Uh, Again, as we said in the brochure or in the presentation, your next hidden colleague, uh, probably he could be stealing your job. So let me hand it over to Vinay sir, and I'd like to thank our chairman and managing director, Srinivas Madhipati Garu, who had joined in. For participants who are not able to join the Zoom session, they can also tune in using the YouTube live link, because we have a limit of 100. There are only 100 slots in the Zoom link. So before Vinay sir takes over, I would request our chairman and founder, Mr. Srinivas Madhipati Garu, for sharing little insights, or probably give a little intro about why this weekly webinar Wednesdays in his own style, example. Over to you, Srinivas sir. This is unplanned, unexpected, but give it a shot. You're on mute, sir.
Sorry. Very good morning. Thank you, Raj. Thanks, Vinay Garu. Thanks for accepting our invitation to drive us into AI. Thank you very much to the participants joining. So we'll wait for a quick 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes to start. And this webinar series on Wednesday, so we just want to stay connected with our existing clients and wish to stay connected with the institutions that we are actually partnered with, the intellectual property facilitation centers under MSME, the one at NMSME, the one at OU Technical Campus, and the one at Vagdevi Engineering College, Warangal, and a few more coming up in AP as well. So this is the whole idea. So we are starting with this. Last week we had a webinar co-hosted along with NIMSME IPFC, but this is our uh, first of it trying. So we wish we'll continue this every week with more insightful sessions. Thank you, Raj. I think we can start because.
Yeah,
Vinay sir has maybe another meeting lined up at 12:30.
yeah.
We'll start with it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Over to you, Vinay Garu. You're on mute. Please unmute and you can go ahead, sir. Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you, Raj. Shall I share my screen?
Yes, sir. Please.
Okay, let me just check. Yeah. And I'm audible, right?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. So yeah, Today we'll discuss more on this AI agents. The word is invisible workers is more relevant when you add visible impact. Otherwise, these are very much visible now. Everybody started using it, and knowingly, unknowingly, people it has got into our lives right now. AI agents are everywhere. It has a huge digital presence. All your digital data either been scraped, collected, used, or made a decision out of the data that you have been generated. And yeah, so that is how these AI agents will be everywhere down the line, and we have to get used to it. So before we dig deep into it, I myself, Vinay Kumar, I work for FI Networks Inc. and I'm a senior product manager. Most of my life I have been in being in this security domain, information security domain. Yeah, so that's about me. Just we'll dig deep into the topic today. So yeah, welcome everyone. Today we'll explore more on these AI agents. They work behind the scenes, and as they're digital agents, they don't tied up. They as long as you power them up, and they'll be running 24/7, shaping our lives, and changing, impacting our lives and stuff like that. And before we begin, a question: how many of you would have interacted with the AI agents today, or any LLM? You can just put that in the chat. Yep. So as you had already seen, we have been using it for quite some time. Maybe it might be a Google Maps, or it might be a ChatGPT, or it might be OpenGrok, or it can be um, so many other LLM models that you have currently, and most of the agents are sitting in your mobile phone right now. So they'll be all waiting for your command to perform the task that you ask for. So before we actually jump into actually what is AI agent, and we'll just take a step back and see how it all started. You know, um, if you ask any professional today, especially an IT professional, they'll all say, what qualification do I need to become an agent? Earlier, maybe a year ago, people are looking at the prompt engineering stuff, and how do I become a prompt engineer? What stuff I should do, and how I should get into Gen AI and stuff like that. Now, a year later, people are now talking more about AI agents rather than generative AI, or rather than learning how the complex LLM work. So that especially targets the workforce in the real estate, travel, especially the support staff, whatever domain it is. So they're all they're all now um, being just about to be replaced by agents. So we know that the all the mundane tasks currently that we do as human beings can now be achieved automated, or can be achieved by any AI agent right now. So that is the reason why the workforce in these industries, especially the workforce in the support team for any domain, it can be travel, it can be tourism, it can be insurance, it can be this real estate. The support team is now, it all started with robotic process automation. Long back, you would have seen a lot of, machines giving you the reply in the web portals, whenever you post a question, they just pick up some of the keywords from your question and try to answer them, whatever is being fed to them, right? So the automated robotic process engine is running inside, behind the screens, trying to understand what you're asking, and trying to pick up the answer based on what it is being trained on. So that's how the robotic automation process started long back. maybe some a decade ago, and we have seen some of the banks which have adopted it at the early stage. Um, but yeah, now with the AI advancements and the new technologies that are coming in, and the availability of huge CPUs and the computation power, unlimited computation power that we have today. So that has made the AI agents come up very fast, replacing the automatic process automation.
So let me ask the participants, like, please put in the
Yeah.
chat, everybody, what qualification is required to become an AI agent? I mean, the slide which Vinay Garu just shared uh, he had given the insight. So everybody just sharing your thoughts. What qualification do we require to become an AI agent? Mamta ji, Priyanka, KBL, just put it in the chat. Uday, Spandana, Gautami, Swati, Sailu, the guy, person with Dell, please rename yourself. Vasanta, Shima, Anji, Jyoti, Teja, Ramya. Put it in the chat. Geeta, Hemant. I'm just calling out everybody's name so that this becomes interactive. Divya, Swapna, Brahma ma'am, Teja. So put it in the chat. If you're not interacting in the chat, you're not here. We can have everybody's video on so that you're more focused on this as well. What qualification do you think an AA agent should possess? Do you think AA agents can we all become our own AI agents? So there's zero chats. Nobody had put in any chat so far. Nobody is interacting. Either you are here or you're like logged in. Anybody in the chats? Anybody who is listening to us? Okay, we can if you are interested to learn. Thank you, Mamta, for that insight. So, okay, greetings, Raj, sir, Moni Deepa. Yeah, thank you. So I would like to know what qualification do we need to become AI agent? Yeah, please go ahead and continue, Vinay, sir. Let's hear it from them.
Okay.
Please keep
Yep.
interacting, clear goals and clarity. Divya ma'am, very good. Thank you. Yeah, please continue, Vinay, sir. As in, please interact, put in your thoughts in the chat as we go through this. And at the end, there is a giveaway. There is also another Eeva presentation giveaway on how to become an AI agent or the insights. Not only this presentation, but we have a giveaway. So make sure and we make sure that it goes only to the participants who are active. And I can easily figure out, I can save your chats. So that'll be like, okay, KVL Narasimha Rao Garu says AI agent is a program, not a person to become. That's a aha, yeah. So can we all become AI agents? Can we all be programmed? That's a good one, Narasimha Rao Garu. Mamta ji says, yes, we can. Put in your thoughts. So can we all become our own programs to do the automated tasks, or can we design AI agents? So over to you, Vinay sir.
Okay. So yeah, there are a lot of questions around, around how can we develop an agent, or can we develop our own agent or something like. So we'll dig deep down the line. And, I'll give you some insights how you can develop your own AI agent too, and I'll introduce you to some of the existing frameworks by some of the giants or the corporates, so we can start using them. Some of them are free, some of them are paid. It depends on at what level you wanted to develop, and at what level, what is that you are trying to achieve using the agent. So what is an AI agent? So by name it's an agent, and it's a process. Technically it's a process running on a machine, and it is not a chat bot, and it's not a bot actually. It's just not a bot. What I want to say is just not a bot. It's a process, and which actually collects information from various sources, takes a decision, does executes the instruction given by you, and completes a task. So there are various stages of before once you order or instruct to complete a task to an agent does various mini tasks or subtasks within that, collect information from one source, fed that information back to another source, get the information from that, and process that information or process that response from that from the source, and feed it to another couple of more sources, and consolidate, correlate the responses from the various sources that it received, take a decision on top of it, and then execute what is that you are trying to, what is that you have instructed the agent to do. Example, the Uber's fare estimation, or Gmail's smart compose. You'll try to what when you're trying to, based on the subject line that you have put in, or based on your previous conversation with the same user, or based on the previous emails that you have sent to the same person. So understanding the engine understands all that as a context, and when you're trying to type in, it understands that based on the previous words that you have keyed in and the context that you have already set. So the agent will try to, predict or, help you out to compose the email, or, and there's another smart engine like Netflix that we have discussed in my previous session, where Netflix does a beautiful thing stuff for you. Whenever you watch a movie, it'll try to understand your tastes, and try to based on how many times you have watched a movie, what genre you are trying to watch, and based on other parameters, it'll try to suggest you the movies. The suggestions made to me are quite different from the suggestions made to you, though we are from the same age group or same gender or from the same demographical area, stuff like that, but still Netflix does it very intelligently, smartly. It'll try to recommend you the movies, and it makes more engaging. So it understands, and also acts based on the data that it collects from you, and then takes a decision on top of the data. So agent is a software program, and what it does, this software program will actually connects to various other sources, including another agents or models, AI models, and interact with them, send data or collect the data from those sources, consolidate, and then correlate, and then take a decision and act on that data. And these agents are behind the scenes, doesn't make much of a noise. You don't have to see them, and it's not visible to the end user most of the time. So and moreover, as long as you feed them with the power, they are always available, and they work for 24/7. The agents are all around us. Today, Uber uses a lot of agents. Spotify is very intelligent agent that you have, because it understands your taste, the more number of times you listen to a song, what genre it is, and based on that, it'll try to recommend more songs for you, plays automatically, and stuff like that. So there's a beautiful engine that's running behind the scenes for you.
And
Amazon does it.
yeah,
Go ahead.
and also Vinay sir, let me hear it from the participants. So how many of you have, or let me know the number of apps which are there on your phone? Everybody, the number of apps which you look at. There's one app which we always use. Just because of that, we are here. The WhatsApp is the number one. Is WhatsApp also an AI agent, sir? Everybody put in your number in the chat.
Yeah, WhatsApp has an AI integration right now with it has its own AI mod, Gen AI model right now. You can see a blue round circle in the app itself, where it will search within the WhatsApp profile, and it will go beyond, and just like ChatGPT, you can ask for and get the answers from the engine. So
Okay.
WhatsApp has a beautiful integration with the Gen AI model.
Again, the AI automation, there are so many things integrated with the workflow. But Hemant, thank you
Yeah.
for interacting. He says 5. If you only have 5 apps, you are blessed. You are like a monk.
Yeah.
Thank you.
If
Digital detox.
so,
Yeah,
Geeta says more than 15.
except
Uh,
the last one, Gmail, everything I have.
yeah. So KVL Narasimha Rao garu, all the apps, it could be hundreds of them. But mostly almost all the apps which we have. Again, flight mode is my favorite to stay away from the distractions and all the notifications which keep popping up. So AI agents are all around us. And for the people who are interacting, I'll just make sure I remember you guys, or I'll save the chat. I'm repeating it again and again. You will have a surprise at the end. Probably last 5 minutes or 10 minutes, I'll give a quick overview of whatever we covered with another presentation, which is shared as a backup. Yeah, please go ahead and continue, sir. Again, Netflix is my favorite here, Spotify, another one, which had generated me. Netflix takes a couple of hundreds from my bank account, but Spotify generates thousands of dollars for me. And if you'd
Oh.
like to know how, Gmail does it, Amazon does it, almost all the apps which are shown on the screen. I don't know what is Gmall. Is that also an app, sir? Vinay, sir, like the icon with Gmall, or is it a typo?
Yeah. No. It's an app actually.
Oh, I never
From
heard
Google.
about Gmall. Okay, I have to
Oh,
Google
okay.
it. What is that, sir? Like,
It's another app actually, but and I am not sure actually where it is used, but it is one of the apps from the Google which uses heavy. It depends heavily on the agents.
oh, okay. Narasimha Rao garu is quite active. I mean to say, whatever we install in our phone system, yeah. All the agents for suggestions, which cause privacy issues as well as collecting more data, which is not necessary as well to track what we have done. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, please continue, Vinay, sir, because you come from cybersecurity world. How are these AI agents tracking us? Please highlight on the privacy and
Okay.
security side also.
So these large language models that you have, the AI models that are Gen AI models that are that you are seeing currently, they rely on a huge amount of data, petabytes of data, not even GBs, it's above GBs. So these amount of that amount of data is required for the any generative AI model to answer your queries or to interact with you. Otherwise, because the each person is a new context for the engine. Somebody can be a software engineer, somebody can be a farmer, somebody can be a pharmacist. So because the data is the queries can be hit from various other, can be from any domain. So the engine should be ready enough to answer your questions or query, at least to be interactive. It relies on a huge amount of data and makes a context of every query that you make. And to get and fetch those data, usually the corporates or the companies, they fetch data from various sources. It has been much easier for Google and for Microsoft, but there are other companies which actually buy data from the gray market or from the black market, or whatever you say. They buy this data and then feed it to the engines and make their own models. In fact, it is now a trend to build your own LLM model specific to a domain. So you have LLM model specific to pharmacy, you have LLM model specific to automobile, you have LLM model specific to news, or political science and stuff like that. So because now the models have become more intelligent, and how they are now easy to break down the huge amount of data, and make it more contextual and make it more useful, and then save it. So to save the data again, it needs data. So where does it comes from? So that is where it's concerned. It is all generated by us. So whatever data is generated by us will be collected by those engines in various forms, like cookies and browsing history, and the purchases you make, and the transactions, the chats you make. Uh, all this information is collected, and interestingly, your Alexa, Siri, which is always ready to hear from you. So all these engines will actually collect the data and store it for the LLMs to use. So these LLMs are actually dependent on this huge amount of feed that is generated by us. So there are various ways. Let me not. That's a different topic altogether. How do you protect yourself from being, being your data being targeted or collected? So there are a few settings in your browser, few settings on your mobile, based on the OS operating system you use and other stuff. So there are a few settings on your machine. You have to be digitally detoxed, and there are various other ways, to make sure that your data is safe and you are safe. So back to the topic. So basic helper, the old software is they're all, like you call some 1800, some helper number support call. It'll give you a bunch of menu, press one for this, two for this, three for this, and then you dig deep down. And then when you click two, it'll again give you another set of sub menu where you are asked to, press one for this, two for this, and three for this, and you give continuous inputs. And based on your inputs, it makes the context more and more clear. And at the end, either you are answered, I mean, if it is just the information that you are seeking for, it'll fetch the information, read it for you, or if you are seeking a voice-to-voice help, then it will connect you to a human sitting behind, and you can talk to them and get those resolved. So that is how the IVR menus in the old days used to work, and now the with the AI now sitting on top of it, what does it do? It's just above the process automation. It tries to make more meaningful context. You don't have to type now. It will just say that say one for this and two for this and three for this, whatever your language and whatever your tone, pitch, quality, timbre it is. It will try to detect what number you said, and make a context out of that, and reset or set itself and provide you the information you are looking for. So this old software is still running underneath, and the AI agents are sitting on top of it, making more contextual information, context for you, so that they can help you with your queries and the information you are looking for. So AI ChatGPT is another LLM. So the difference between generative AI and AI is generative AI is it has more text, images, voice, and stuff like that. AI is very generic. It has machine learning and deep learning and other stuff included in it. But generative AI, ChatGPT is a generative AI now, and it does accept text from you. It does accept voice from you. It accepts images from you, and makes a context out of that, and try to answer your query. So the new AI is ChatGPT, Google Assistant. They just need understand your need, and but the thing is, they do answer your query. But if you ask ChatGPT, hey, what is the difference? What is the distance from my place to Delhi, or my place to New York? It will give you an answer immediately. But if you ask ChatGPT, can you book a flight for me, or can you book a Uber for me, or for my mother who wants to travel from current location to see some other place? But this ChatGPT, though it is very intelligent and has lots of data with it, it still will not be able to book a cab for you. Will not be able to book a flight for you. It will not be able to make a decision for you. So ultimately, it is you wanted somebody to act on your request, just not produce the data, or just not give the information that you are seeking, but rather you uh, also want the engine to respond or act on the query that you are trying to make. So these engines are now that it understands the pain, the chat GPT or LLM models that are existing, generative AI stuff, they know now there's a huge amount of interaction that's happening, but the engine is actually not able to act on your request. So that is where the agents come into picture. Now, this agent or the assistant, your smart friend is LLM, and you have an assistant who will. Now you tell your assistant, now, hey, can you book a cab for me? And I want to travel to a place X, from X to Y. And assistant will take the help of Uber, and Uber will again depend on some agent for pricing model, and the estimate time it takes, and time travel that it takes for you to travel, and it also suggests you from whether it is a premier cab, normal cab, go place, something like that. So this agent is also already built in with Uber engine, and all that assistant had to do is now put that instructions as a prompt to the Uber. So that is where the AI agent will work. So AI agent will actually act on your instruction, go back, open Uber for you, put in your credentials, and select the destination that you are asked for, and then check for which option you usually go for, and book a cab for you automatically. But unfortunately, it can't take you, lift you up and take you to the place, but it does rest of the things for you. So booking is one typical example that you have, booking a cab or making a context for it. So agents are model context protocol that I'll tell you down the line. So it understands and your instruction, and it knows where to go for which platform to approach, and then given with the proper instructions, it will try to execute that beautifully. So that is where we have seen there's a beautiful video in the YouTube. You can check Sam Altman is trying to introduce the AI agents for the first time to the world, and a team of engineers, and one of them has actually requested the AI agent to book a dining table in a restaurant, and he did name the restaurant too. So what the agent did was it opened the browser, searched for that restaurant, opened that restaurant page, and reserved a table for the evening with the taste that the engineer asked for, and then it actually sent the SMS back, the reservation information back to the engineer. So there's a beautiful video. I was super excited when I first saw it. Now that it's there around me, and it has become very common. But back in
You can share
yeah.
your screen and probably play that video for a couple of seconds, maybe 15-20 seconds, or so that everybody can use. And almost all the
Okay.
participants, active participants, will get the list of AI agents. We'll mail it to you. For all the registered participants who are active here, we'll send you a list of AI agents which you can use, the AI agents which you can use to monetize your skill set, because monetization is nothing but leveraging the tools to generate revenue. We'll make sure all the participants will get a list of AI agents, how you can use those tools to work on generating revenue for whatever the skill set which you have online. So now let's see that Sam Altman AI agents demo video.
This is the one.
There you go. Is the audio? Did you share the audio also, sir? Could you please check the?
I don't know whether you are able to hear the audio.
No, we can't hear the audio. Maybe stop share again. Share again with the audio on the Zoom link. No, we can't hear it's muted. You have to stop share the Zoom share, sir. Again, when you click on share, there is a small checkbox which says share audio. You can stop share screen.
Okay.
Again, when you hit share, there is a small checkbox which says share audio also.
Yes, sound, yeah.
Yeah, share sound, sorry. Okay, there you go. Yeah,
We think this is going to be a big trend in AI and really impact the work people can do, how
Full screen
productive they
share.
can be, how creative they can be, what they can accomplish. We're starting today with Operator. Operator is a system that can use a web browser, in this case a web browser in the cloud, to accomplish tasks that you give it. Just like you would use a web browser, you can get pixels in, you can look at a screen and control, an Operator can do that and then control the keyboard and the mouse and do all sorts of things. This is an early research preview. We've got a lot of improvements to do. We'll make it better, we'll make it cheaper, we'll make it more widely available. But we really want to put it in people's hands. We'll also have more agents to launch.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a small snippet, but yeah, there's a continuation to this video where you could see the his
We think this is
engineer
going to be a
sitting here.
big trend in AI and really.
So this is the guy, he's the engineer who actually made a prompt, made a request to reserve a dining table for in a restaurant. So, and his screen is shared in the video. You can just, it's a quite a big video, but it's quite interesting. It was very exciting video 3-4 months ago, and now that we have lot of agent framework that already come up. I'll introduce you to the agent frameworks that are existing today so that you can develop your own agents.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. So now that you know you have a smart friend, AI, now that you have assistant, that is AI assist, and now that you have guidebooks also. What is that guidebook? Guidebooks are the, just like the AI agents, the guidebooks will actually tell you or guide the AI agent to which agents to talk to, and to make it more accessible and make the applications like Uber and Ola. To make you or your agents accessible to the make decisions or act on the Uber platform. Uber started providing, not just Uber, any other platform will actually make a generic way of talking to each other. Like that's called MCP. MCP is Model Context Protocol. You hear this word every now and then. It is the way the agents talk to each other. So there's a language, there's a way, there's a guidance, there's a what do you call it? The way the agents can talk to each other, or the platforms can talk to each other. So that is called as MCP. It's called Model Context Protocol. So this way, the agent can talk to another agent, or agent can talk to a platform, or agent can talk to another source, and make an MCP request. Like now, if I have to say, and if I develop my own agent of trying to scrape the internet and find the cheapest available flight and book it for you, then my agent should be able to, the agent that I have developed, the process needs to talk to another agent or a source, then there should be a standard way of talking to it, right? So that is where the MCP will stand out. And my agent will make a request in MCP to Uber, and Uber understands MCP, and then it will try to book a cab, whatever details that you provide in that language, in that MCP protocol. It'll try to understand and then book a cab for you. So the evolution, from the human helper to an old software to AI LLM to AI agent to AI agent plus MCP. So now that you understood the evolution, like you have a physical human helper who does your job. Now after that you had a software, you have a platform. Now you have to go to the platform, or the helper has to go to the software and book it for you. Now your AI LLM, which will actually suggest you more easier, convenient way, and you have an agent on top of that LLM, that is AI agent sitting on top of ChatGPT, AI agent sitting on top of Copilot, AI agent sitting on top of Gemini, no, whatnot. So this AI agent, when you combine with MCP, and that is how the intelligence will work. Now you with this AI agent MCP, you ask it to do what it does this job and execute the instruction that you are asked that you'll ask for it. So what is the impact and how does this impact the jobs is especially the jobs which are at the back end and which are mostly provide the information, jobs which actually provide information, especially to the customer support, logistics, and research and travel. These jobs where it is the job of the person is only to fetch the data and provide, so that can be easily done by any AI agent today. I can tell you how easy it is to develop an agent today. You don't have to be a really great programmer to develop it all by yourself. You have beautiful frameworks existing. Most of them are free. So I'll show you in few minutes how what platforms are we have existing today, so that you can make use of it. And if you are what happens if you don't adapt to the agents is you are replaceable easily, and there's always a risk of being replaced anyway. So these invisible workers are they're replacing their routines easily. So there if you remember, there was something called Brisky sitting on Samsung phones some time ago, which is actually the one of the first few AI agents sitting on the mobile. It does create routines for you. I'll tell you a classic example. There's a routine that, like, when I just get into my car, switch it on, and when my mobile tries to connect to the mobile Bluetooth to my car infotainment through Bluetooth, this agent will understand that whenever this Bluetooth connection is made or successful, I immediately go to when I really don't care whether Bluetooth is connected or not. I just get into my car because it's done at the back end, and I just open my Spotify, play the songs. Now there's an agent sitting in the Spotify which understands my taste, and there's an agent sitting in my mobile which actually understands that whenever I get into my car, make this Bluetooth connection, I start playing the Spotify. So the Brixie, or the AI agent or AI intelligence or the Apple intelligence that's sitting in your mobile, which does that automatically. I just don't need to open the Spotify anymore. I just get into my car, start my car. That's it. Spotify will open it automatically for you, start playing the songs. So that is how intelligent the system has become. So it understands, and whenever I get into my office location, it understands that I've reached my office. There's a new profile called work that will try to minimize, suppress my notifications of certain type, like Zomato, Domino's, and those notifications are not seen when I'm in the office. Just not to make sure that I don't get distracted. These notifications suppress. Put it in a group, and it'll show. And there's always a way that you can get in and see that when I am at work, these are the notifications that I have received, and I can just simply close them all. So that is how the intelligence of AI agents sitting and working for you.
Thank you for highlighting that, Vinay sir. As in, we have like probably another 10-15 minutes. So these are the skills which we need, and thank you, Monideepa, for highlighting the fact that we need the latest information from all the sources and not the stale data. I completely agree to that. And as Mamta ma'am saying, everybody in the field of support or the back end, anything with human related intervention, that's all. We're all worried because India being a hub for back-end processes for almost all the IT companies, or for everything in the business economics, in the world of economy, everything in the back-end, be it IT software or the apps, we're a hub. So yeah, let's continue with this, Vinay sir. As in, we just I bumped in again to stress on the fact that we have another 10-15 minutes left.
Yeah. Okay, this is some advice that we
I mean,
have
if you
for.
if you go back to the previous screen, sir, again, one big important skill which we all need is communication. And I could clearly see if you go back to the previous slide, Vinay sir. So communication skills, the number 8, that's the ultimate one. The way we communicate with this AI agents or the way you structure the entire workflow. We have people who use AI agents for pitching in for many foreigners or many clients with websites and without websites. Almost all the skills which we know, creativity or thinking or probably problem solving. I'm not good at programming or coding, but reasoning, communication, and adaptability, the way we adapt to the changes, critical thinking, for sure, like Narasimha Rao Garu says, good session on any precaution we should take while using these AI agents, because sometimes this hampers in terms of security or privacy. We'll come to that question in a while, Narasimha Rao ji. Yeah, we can continue, sir. But the communication is the ultimate skill. The way you communicate, how you do anything is how you do everything, they say. How you communicate in the chat or probably with the AI agents or the bots or the tools. And how you take it forward. Yes, sir, Vinay Garu.
Yep. Thank you. So let's not dig deep into it. So yeah, new education. Yeah, we always stress on that. It should be interdisciplinary, transdisciplinary, multidisciplinary. People should now not focus on one domain. It should be interactive and there should be crossroads between the domains so that one understands the other and makes the lives of the people easy and happy. So this is evolution. 2024, it was a basic automation. Now 2027 future, it will just make its own decisions, rules and policies, and down the line it will be more advancing and reasoning, and it will have emotions too, and it will act. And I forgot to tell you, but there's no slide specifically. But even the agents have the agents are so popular and very important and prominent today that people started categorizing the agents also. So there are right now people have now categorized into five, but down the line it might be more, or they shrink it to two or three. But it has become more prominent. But so that the people started categorizing the agents to have simple reflex, model reflex, goal based, utility based, and learning agents. So there are five different model AI agents, and each one is a category. The simple is just a query. You just ask and it will just act on it. And model based is specific to domain. As I told you, you can have an agent specifically to do a particular domain like pharmacy, travel, insurance, tourism. These models are specific to that, cater to that domain. And you have goal based. Goal based is something that you wanted to achieve, and you can combine a lot of agents and make one single agent out of that. And this particular agent will talk to other agents, and then through MCP and make your job done. Utility based is like like you are trying to build something, and it involves multiple disciplinary or multi-domain or information from multiple sources. So all these things will combine and fulfill that one particular utility. Like you are trying to develop a platform, say a small platform or an agent which will actually help users pay electricity bill, or users book a cab, or users book whatever services that are being offered outside. So this utility agent can talk to these different sources and make your job done. And the last one is learning based agents. These agents are they learn from the new data that has not been fed yet. So when you leave an agent in a say a fire accident place, so the agent or the robot will try to learn from the data, and it doesn't wait for you to give an input or instruction. It will take its own decision, learn, decide, act, and then learn, decide, and act. So it's a closed loop. It'll try to learn from things that it does and act. So the future of AI agents, say autonomous agents, is like Auto GPT. It's already there in the corner. We'll be hearing it now and then. And AI marketplaces, we have marketplaces for all the services that have been offered by various platforms today, and agents hiring other agents. So there are agents. Now you build one agent, and some other guy builds another agent, and these two agents talk to each other through MCP, or this agent can hire another agent. The agent you develop, you can make it, put it in the marketplace, and offer it as a service, and people can consume it and pay for it. You can commercially earn from the model. Yeah, you can do it. There are a lot of people who are doing it currently. Yeah, at the end, yeah, before I close, actually, I like to give you a small, what do you call, the platforms that are there today existing in the world, where you can evolution of agents. This is one thing. This is from Google. I've been listening to it for some time, and I just grabbed a screenshot out of that. And so this AI agents, there's a Vertex AI agent builder for developers. It is from Google and it is for free. And you have agent space, agent designer, and customer engagement suite. And you can input any model that you like. It's right now it is with Gemini API, and any audio video streaming that you can provide. It's a garden of models available. And this agent development kit, that is ADK, that is similar to any software development kit that you have. It has models and model usage and some orchestration engine and agent engine and garden for it. So these three subsets are already provided by the Google platform. It's Vertex AI, and for grounding and RAG, data agents, and enterprise context and ecosystem, you have different tools that are already existing, and some of them are free, like
Yeah,
LangGraph.
Yeah, and I do have a list of AI agent tools. So now quickly, before I show them the tools list, which I have on my screen,
Yep.
please put down your questions in the chats as we have very little time. Monideepa says, robos are a kind of agent or not? If not, what's the difference between robo and us? They have been quiet for some time now. That's Monideepa's question. Mamta was asking about.
Robos are, robo is not really an agent yet, but you can deploy agents on top of robos. So robos are, they are fed with the information and the decisions already that were existing. But the robot depends on a set of data, and whatever it tries to act, it will act on instructions that have already been given. Whereas agents are, they depend on other sources, or agent is a very simple process. It doesn't have any data in it. It knows all it knows is where to go and get the data. Data is held by somebody else. Agent doesn't have any data all by itself. Though there are sessions, context sessions for holding short-term data and long-term data, but that is very minimalistic. Say some few MBs or KBs of data that it holds. Rather, robo is actually dependent on a predefined set of instructions. It knows where it just emits some ultraviolet or some lasers and try to detect an obstacle. Whenever it detects an obstacle, it knows that it has to turn right by 30 degrees. All that is programmatically done. Okay, whereas agents, what it does is it just takes the instruction, it knows that which model to go and get the information from, and that information should be fed to some other model and get the response from. So that is the basic difference between a robot and an agent.
Monidipa, I hope we answered your question. Also, I dropped in a chat the direct DM with the LinkedIn URL for Vinay sir. He's in the chat where you can always directly DM him and ask any other question. Thank you, Monidipa, for an insightful one. So KL Narasimharao Garu says, Vinay sir, could you give me some more names or examples of the tool? I have that, sir, on my Excel sheet. I'll share that. I'll take it from there. Monidipa, you have any questions? Please feel free to unmute and speak.
Sure, sir. Got it. Thanks.
Yeah, good to see you after so long. But Divya says, can scaling our skills in AI with legal tech IP policy help us in adapting the technology and also protect privacy? Can scaling our skills in AI with legal tech? So this question is to you, Sri Vinay sir, because I don't know about the IP policy, if it can help us in adapting the technology. The question is in the chat, also protecting the privacy.
Okay, protecting the privacy. So because AI agent by itself doesn't have much of the data and depend on it. So it depends on other LLM models that are existing, like ChatGPT and Gemini and other models that are already existing. So the data privacy laws are actually controlled by the LLM models, not the AI agent. AI agent is very simple process. It connects to LLM or it connects to any other processor platforms and completes your task. But as such, it doesn't consume the data. The storage and the data management part is done by some other LLM models altogether. So the privacy stuff is left with them. The AI agent is a simple process. It just talks to the LLM through MCP and does your job.
Thank you.
Did I answer your question?
Yeah, probably Divya ma'am should put it in the chat. Okay, thank you, sir. So it's an ocean for sure. Last question for you, sir, as I share my screen. What are the limitations on using AI agents or the apps? Gurram, Kiran Kumar, I'll share that apps. I'll share my screen in a minute. So what are the limitations of using these AI agents, sir? As you answer, I'll share my screen.
Okay, it has limitless possibilities. There's no limitation as long as the LLMs provide you the information that you require, and the limitation lies with the act. What is that AI agent you wanted to act on? You wanted to act physically, you wanted to act on a mechanized way, you want to act it on digitally, you wanted to act as a logically. So the perception or the end perception or the end task is what is the only limitation. Otherwise, agent can make and talk to any platform that it allows to. If the LLM allows you to talk to it through an MCP, you can talk to all the LLMs, possible LLMs and get your task done.
Yeah, thank you so much, Vinay sir.
Okay, but before I close, actually, I wanted to.
Please
I
go ahead.
forgot to. Somebody asked me the difference between robot and AI. Right? Robot. One other major difference is that robot does mechanical jobs. It can turn left, right, and then view, and it can do mechanical jobs too. Whereas AI agents is currently they can be deployed on another mechanical bots or engines, but as such. AI agent is always logical.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that, sir. Thank you so much, Vinay, sir, for quite an insightful session. And we'll end this in a while. So the quick overview, this is what I was saying. The invisible AI and the hidden colleague. This is something which I prepared based upon the kind of giveaway which we would like to have for our participants. So understanding invisible AI. We also have a next week session continuing to this about how your ideas can impact. I'll just share that at the end of this slide. But the significance of invisible AI and why this particular topic, why we are bringing, there will be also an improved version of this. Vinay sir will also keep coming back to this every Wednesday about how we can use these apps or AI agents. Mainly, everybody wants to monetize our skills. What are the real world applications of using these invisible AI agents? In the legal workflows and the collaboration between humans and the AI, as a couple of you had shared, that We are not, I mean, AI agents are not humans. We are programs. They're a set of programs. So how we are going to redefine our roles and how do we adapt? If we don't adapt, again, we become obsolete, and the speed at which these things are changing. Again, the kind of skill set, critical thinking, communication, or the AI literacy is quite a huge. And the best way to learn about AI agents is you should start teaching. So we wish to welcome you as one of our future speakers also. Monideepa or Mamta or anybody who will have your cameras on, you will have every skill set to be our future speaker. Again, in the legal security and with respect to considerations, the kind of job routines or the non-routines, what the future of work is going to look like, and embracing the future or working on the highlights and the same stuff which Sir had shared about the real world examples and how we become obsolete. So the tools, again, apart from ChatGPT or Gemini or Zapier, the workflow integration on automation, lots of case studies which are there in the IPR, in the legal and security aspect also. 2030, 2047, even the IP bot which is there, we will interact or engage. If you have any other questions, I request you to get in touch with Vinay sir. Like the LinkedIn link is put in the chat. So this is what we walked you through. Hope it gave you a new perspective on AI agents. This is not all of it, because in 60 minutes, it's hard to explore everything with respect to AI agents. But it gave you one step closer to where the world is heading. So the urgency is always there. Please be good at interacting. If you don't know how the AI agent, how to interact with AI agents, again, you can use the tools. Asking for a better prompt or revise the prompt. And we will share you the Excel sheet with the AI agents which are listed. This is the final slide. I mean, next Wednesday we have testing smarter and not harder with AI. Venkata Sudhir Goli is one of our senior most consultants. He's also a partner at Eeva, Venkat Sudhir Goli. At the same time, I'll put that in the chat or in the group. And making ideas to impact. This is again the following Wednesday by Sai Teja. He's one of our senior most patent agents. Why every innovation needs patent search is something, how you can take your ideas to impact. So stay in touch. I'll make sure all the active participants get this list. If you have taken the screenshot, well and good. But I'll mail you the Excel sheet with the AI agent. So this is Eeva, eevatech.com, or probably stay in touch with us through WhatsApp group. And again, we are being led by our IP attorney, Srinivas Madhipati Garu. You can stay in touch through Srinivas sir. He's quite active on LinkedIn also. Let me bring that on the screen. Okay, there you go. This link I have shared, and I'll end with this. So do follow us. Again, you'll always see me in your WhatsApp chats or probably in other groups. I'm quite active there. So stay in touch with Srinivas Madhipati and you'll find me everywhere. I keep bumping into you. Most of you know me. But thank you so much. And going back to chat, Guram Kiran Kumar sir, please share your feedback. Mamta ji, Monideepa, good to see you again. Please share your feedback, unmute and speak, because we are done officially. The floor is yours. I mean, it's a quick one, which we try to do. Please unmute and speak, Guram Kiran Kumar or Mamta ji. Anybody who would like to share, please unmute. And is it not allowing you to unmute? Wait, let me check.
Yeah, it's done, sir. Hi.
Yeah, Mamta ji, please go ahead.
Thank you, sir, for such a wonderful session you have come up with. And obviously, we are not very much pro into this, but I'm sure attending the future programs will help us to gain much more knowledge about it. And I really like this, the tagline, invisible workers, and visible impact. And rest, काफी चीजें समझ में आई हैं, but I think when we will come into the implementation part, then we will be able to gain much more knowledge. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Probably, I guess you from QLA, right, Mamta ji?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so most of the stuff which we do on a daily basis or on a weekly basis will be the same set. But again, leveraging the upcoming trend, because we know Y2K days, the dot-com burst, or we know the 2008 recession, and there are many waves. Now, the current wave, which everybody talks about, only the AI tools are. It's not about just putting the prompts into the ChatGPT. But I like to share for participants who share their feedback, probably give us a quick thank you note. That is like, okay, the last slide. Yeah, I'll put that in the group chat there, in the group which we have. But thank you, Mamta ji. You will get to see how you can leverage these tools for whatever we are doing in the coaching business as well. Thank you for.
Really wanted to learn, sir, because apart from that, I'm also into the customer service profile. And recently we had a workshop wherein our seniors were telling us that how AI is working behind you, and you need to run away. You need to upskill yourself in order to save your jobs as well. So this is the platform I think which will help us to learn much more.
And I'll share. Thank you for bringing that insight, Mamta ji. So this reminds me of the Discord servers which we have. So we have a couple of guys who are on the Discord server. We use these AI agents pitching for foreign clients. I mean, mainly for foreigners, because most of them don't have websites. Because what you can do in AI is, again, build a chatbot or probably build some set of automation tools for the foreigners. First thing tops in the list is automation. Because most of them will not have websites. Websites and having a workflow with automation, they don't mind sharing $500 or $1,000 just like that, if you show them what you can do with this set of tools. So
I have a query, like when you are talking about to set up a AI app like as an agent. So therein the communication is important, right? And how this will work over there, like how we can do the recording part and other stuff
yeah, the tools are there.
as an AI agent.
Yeah, the tools are there, but again, I'll send you a DM because this leads to another set of experts who are there.
Right. Yes. Thank you.
I'll send you a DM because Shreyas is the guy.
Sure, sir. Sure.
Shreyas is the guy. Shreyas is the answer for that, for your quick question.
Oh.
The tools to record, there's so many other tools. OBS is there, probably the recording videos are uploading that. But thank you, Mamta ji. I'll send you a DM. Yeah,
Sure.
Kiran
Thank you.
Kumar, sir. Any feedback, Kiran garu? Emana cheppadaluchukuntara?
Yes, sir. First of all, very good afternoon and thank you for the session, sir. Actually, my question is related to how can I leverage this AI agents to teach foreign languages. I teach foreign language, sir, and also I work as a translator. So I just want to understand how can I better use of AI agents and how can I even build one.
Okay. So how you can use and leverage it? Again, this is the same answer which I would have for Mamta and for you.
Yes, sir. What's your
bring up my go-to mentor because at Eeva we leverage or we try and use those set of tools. Please add me in WhatsApp. Narsiba ji, you have to send us a DM or probably join. And so this is if Mamta ji is still here or probably the other participants. Mamta ji, are you still here? Let me share the screen. Okay, there you go. So he's our go-to guy. He's only 16, 17 years old. Again, I would say, again, he's my go-to buddy with respect to AI automation tools or implementing stuff, working on AI agents. He's number one in India as far as the research which I have done. You know lots of other influencers and all. So that's probably take his screenshot, go through his videos and all the other stuff. Probably even if you look at AI agents, he's quite active. He did it. In fact, he's my number one recommendation for anybody who would like to monetize their skill set by using the AI agents. I've seen him crack. I've seen him in the open calls with foreigners, mainly with the foreigners or with abroad clients, cracking in $500, $300, thousands of dollars. I've seen it with my own eyes. We are all quite active on Discord server. So this is for all those participants who are there. Kiran, your answer lies with Shreyas. Let me put his link in the chat. If you
Yes,
watch
sir. Got it.
his videos, because the tools, the list which I'm going to send you, the agents tools, everybody knows what's happening through ChatGPT or Gemini and all. Nobody knows the execution part or the implementation part. The answer lies in execution. The answer lies in vitamin M. Vitamin M is the money. Vitamin, probably we call it MIB, the money in the bank. So end of the day, what matters is the money in the bank. Is somebody willing to transfer the money from abroad? Let it be $500 or through PayPal and all. It is possible because it's an abundant ocean. It is possible only if you are open and ready to accept it or receive it. So we've also live streamed this to our YouTube link. We will stay in touch, Kiran Garu, through LinkedIn. The steps are exactly in this YouTube
Sure.
channel, in almost all these videos, and none of these videos are too old. Most of these videos are less than 6 months old, or even if you go through the series of videos. But we all can leverage AI tools. In fact, I tell this to all the other forums also. Almost everybody in India can leverage it because people in China are doing, people in other Asian countries are doing. We monitor other people, how they are tapping the European and mainly the American market, US, Canada. People target or tap the Australian market too, but not our go because there's little racism. Again, keeping diversity and inclusion perspective, wouldn't like to comment more on that. But US market is enough for all of us. European, you can still give it a shot because the UK time and Indian time goes well. US and Canada, always you can stay active. Go ahead and be active on LinkedIn. Everything is possible because it's an abundant ocean out there. Yeah, thank you, everybody. Thank you, all the participants. Thank you for tuning in. And Team Eeva, big thank you. Let's stay connected and I'll see you next Wednesday. Bye-bye. Take care.
Thanks again, sir. Thank you.